Good morning, children. Hope you are all safe by the grace of God. Let us get into our lessons. Today, we are going to discuss the functions of machines. Functions of machines. Changing the functions of machines are changing the point of application of force. Point of application of force. See, look at this picture. You are applying the force on one end of the tongue so that the force is shifted to the other end of the tongue and holds the sweet, isn't it? So, the machine tongue, what it does, it shifts or changes the point of application of force. Similarly, in a screwdriver, you hold the driver at one end and automatically the other end does the work of screwing. Either screwing or unscrewing. Okay, so here also the force applied at one end shifts to the other end. Okay, children, so the machines changes the point of application of force. The next function is changing the direction in which force is applied. So the direction of the force is also get changed by some machines. Look at this picture. The pulley is used to draw the water from the well. You know this, isn't it? So here the force is applied in which direction? In the downward direction, right? The rope is pulled down, whereas the bucket moves upward direction, right? So the force applied here, what it does, it changes the machine, the pulley changes the direction of the force and makes the bucket to come up. Okay, children, do you understood? The pulley, this machine makes the force, direction of the force to change so that the bucket moves in the opposite direction, that moves towards upwards. You understood, children? This is the concept. So machine changes the direction of the forces applied. The next function of machine is changing the magnitude of the required force. Changing the magnitude of the required force. Look at these pictures. So opening a bottle and using the spanner to tighten or loosen the nuts. See, imagine if all these works are done with our bare hand. Is it possible? No, it is almost impossible. Am I right? But when you use a bottle opener or a spanner, you can do the work by applying a small uh, force itself. By applying a small force itself, you can open the bottle by using a bottle opener or using a spanner. Okay, so that is, they let us use much smaller force that we would need to use without these machines. So imagine, without these machines we have to use more force, but these machines help us to give only less amount of force. In other words, they magnify the force we apply. So we apply the small amount of force, that force is magnified, developed, made bigger by this machine. That is the changing the magnitude of the required force. Did you understood this? Changing the magnitude of the required force. Hope you have understood. Okay, the next one is changing the speed. Changing the speed. When the wheel attached to the pedals of a bicycle turns, it makes the cog wheel attached to the rear wheel turn much faster. This helps us gain speed. So when the wheels attached to the pedals of a bicycle turns, it makes the cog wheel. This wheel, no, this cog wheel, this is called as cog wheel attached to the rear wheel turn much faster. It makes the wheels, this rear wheels, to turn much faster and helps us to gain the speed. So machines also. So here this cogwheel is the machine. Cogwheel is the machine, and this cogwheel makes the rear wheel to turn faster and the speed pickups. So machines also helps to change the speed of the object. Do you understood this, children? So machines perform to change the point of application of force, changing the direction in which the force is applied, changing the magnitude of the required force, and changing the speed. Do you understood this, children? Hope you have understood thoroughly. So complete your assignment and report in the group without fail, children. Then and there learn the things so that it will be easy for you for your upcoming exam. Thank you, children. Meet you in the next class.